Assalamu alaikum. A very warm welcome to all of you in this virtual session about establishing e-classrooms. I'm Munir Ahmed from Zafrabad and I did my MPhil in education from University of AJK. I've been working with different organizations on teacher training projects like British Council, USAID, uh, Regional English Language Office in Islamabad, and Pak US Alumni Network. Uh, I was part of a fellowship program back in 2017 in USA, and that was Teaching Excellence and Achievement Program, focusing on English language teaching. Okay, coming towards the topic, I'm of the opinion that thinking about establishing e-classrooms is a big challenge for the teachers in developing countries because majority of the population don't have any access to the internet. Uh, However, we have to think about integrating technology in our teaching and learning process. And it is rightly said that taking the first step is always the hardest thing to do. Uh, but what's coming on the next slide is very alarming for all of us as a teacher. It says that technology won't replace teachers, but teachers who use technology will probably replace teachers who do not. And same is the case for the students. Learning and using technology is as important for the students and for the parents as for the teachers. So now there are only two options for us as the teacher. Either we have to wait until we have been kicked out sooner or later as a teacher with the outdated technological skills, and the other option is to start learning and using digital tools in our teaching. So, towards the end of this session, I hope you will be able to apply and integrate Edmodo application as a teaching and learning tool. Edmodo is basically an educational technology company that is offering a communication, collaboration, and coaching platform to cater for schools and teachers. And it's free of cost and it works very well both on PCs and the Android phones. This application has four significant features, and it enables teachers to share material with their students, and uh, it could be generating some discussions with the students, or to share some recorded lectures, some files with the students, or link to other websites as well. And secondly, teachers can take quizzes with the students online, and they can also share assignments with their students. Lastly, this application is a best triangulation of communication for the stakeholders of teaching and learning process, the teacher, the students, and the parents. So let's explore the Edmodo application, how it works for creating virtual classrooms. Just go to the Google and type Edmodo, and here is the application. Uh, just click on the application. So there are two options to sign up or to log in. If you have account on this application, so just go for the login option. If you don't, so just go to the sign up option. Edmodo allows three options for signing up as a teacher or as a student or as a parent. Sign up as a teacher, just go for that. You can sign up with the Google account. Otherwise, you have to go for entering your email address and the password, and after that just create your account. So here is the Edmodo application, the dashboard for the teachers. You can just go to the upper left corner to update your profile. uh, for creating a class, just go in this option. Students or parents can join that class on clicking this option of join a class. So we are going to create a class. This will ask you to name your class, so I'm naming it as green. What is the class is for GBHS, Government Boys High School, Muzaffarabad. And here you can select the grades from kindergarten to higher education or adult education. So I'm choosing the 10th grade. Here you can select what subject you are going to create this classroom, virtual classroom. So if your subject is not in this list, you just go to the option of all. So I'm going to select the language, and it will ask you to select sub-subject, and that is I'm selecting English as second language. And you can choose color as well from here, so I'm choosing the green color. Just click on the create option, and here is your classroom. So just add your students from by sharing this code with your students. So you have to share this code with your students so they can join your class. And you can also share a complete link from here. Just copy this link and share with your students or with your parents to join that class. Okay, we have talked about the four significant features that we are going to discuss in detail. Here is the option to start a discussion or sharing material. So just go in, just click the option and say hi students, and you can attach a file or images, and you can also share some material from your library. That could be your Google Drive, and that material could be your recorded lecture to the specific topic, or you can share the link from YouTube for that lecture. And after attaching the file, just go to the post option. Okay, now we are moving towards the second feature, that is here in this plus option, that is creating assignment. So just go to that option to create an assignment. What is the assignment title? So that is reading. You can add instructions in that, what would be the reading is about, whether it is you are going to ask your students to summarize that reading, or you are going to take a quiz after that reading. So just write down the instructions, and you can attach some files, you can attach some link to other readings as well, and from Google Drive as well, from your library. So after instructions, for example, submit within due date. So just go to the assign, and it will ask you to select a due date. So from here you can select a due date. For example, I'm selecting the date, that is 10th of June. So here is another option for you, that you can check that box. If you check that box, so no students will be able to submit after due date. So if you uncheck, students will be able to submit the assignments after the due date as well. So uh, if you check this box, this will add the progress of this assignment for the specific students in their grade book. So here are two options. You can schedule for the later as well, or you can assign instantly. If you have some assignments ready in your smartphone or PC, you can just go to this option, load existing assignment. So we are moving towards the third feature, that is creating a quiz. Just go to that option. Just give a title over here that is about reading, and you can add some instructions over here. We can add submit within due date. Just go to the quiz questions. So here are the options, like you have true and false question, multiple choice question, short answer, fill in the blanks, matching, or multiple answers. If you go for true and false option, just add the question over here in this box. You can attach files for your question, you can add links, you can add from your library as well. Please remember to select the option that is correct, whether it is true or false. So suppose the option is the statement is true, just tick on that option, and you can assign how many grading points you are going to allocate for this question over here. You can duplicate the question for next question, and you can delete the question over here, and you can add new question over here. You can, if you have some question bank, you can go for this option. So there are multiple choice questions. So here are the options for your answer. You can just add more responses to your question, the matching options. So in this question, you can add more responses over here, and you can also add an additional answer by clicking on this option. So this will add one extra distractor to your answers. After completing your quiz, just go to the assign option, or you can preview your quiz over here.
A very good feature is also here.
By
By
clicking
clicking
this
this option,
option,
that
that
is
is small
small group,
groups,
you
you
can
can
create
create
small
small
groups
groups
for
for
your
your
class.
class. Suppose you have 9 students in your class, so you can go for a small group of 3, and we are going to name them as green, group 2 is red, and the group 3 is yellow. So you can add your students, you can divide your students in 3 groups. So here is the green group. You can add members. Okay, with this option, you can add split your classroom in different groups, and you can assign them different assignments in groups or different quizzes in groups. So this is a great way to engage students in collaboration through creating these small groups. You can go to your classes from here. You can discover what other teachers are doing in Edmodo as well. You can also explore some games about learnings. You can also go for some useful applications in this option. You can also message to your students and to their parents with this option. Just go for that and add a new message, and just type the message over here. You can add emojis, and you can add some material from your library, or you can add some links or attach files as well. Thank you so much for being with us in this session. uh, I'm looking forward to listen from you people uh, about your success stories on establishing e-classrooms. Thank you so much.